Now, when you started dominating the Ironman on the bike, you were riding quota, and quite frankly, you put quota on the map. There's no question about it. Just the success you had. It was a company nobody had ever heard of, and there was obviously a synergy. Normann Stadler, quota bikes, and you rode that bike for years. Now you're riding Scott. Big difference in the way they feel. Do you feel obviously right now you're going to say that Scott's a faster bike? I would assume, but why make the move? We're putting him in a little bit of a why make the move?
I don't ride a 650 wheel. Skip from Nitro forgot the wheel, so I don't ride 650s.
Tell us about the Scott and the bike that you're riding.
I think the biggest difference is how they treat me. So, like you said, I put quota on the map, and that's what they forgot last year or this year. And they started the Tour de France team, and they said, "What's triathlon?" And I said, "Okay, that's a sport I make quota big." And if you don't have fun with the company, and if you don't feel welcome, or like I have to be in the company like a family, and have to talk with them like friends, and didn't work anymore. And I brought my team into Quota, and Quota is the team sponsor, and I tried everything to support my team, and what they did was not good. They had no bikes over the season, wrong color, wrong sizes, and yes, I split because of the team. I couldn't stand it anymore, and I had no problems to find a bike sponsor.
That's not a surprise.
If I'm looking for a wetsuit sponsor maybe, or for goggles, you won't see me on a picture. I'm not first out of the water, but I'm not bad on a bike. So I had 3-4 options, different companies, and I picked Scott, and I was looking at the new frame, the new Plasma 2. And I rode it for 4 weeks before the Ironman Frankfurt, and I was happy. And I ordered my bike, and 4 days later it was painted from Taiwan in front of my door. So that's how you have to support a world-class athlete, and you don't have to call 20 times to get your bike. So I'm with Scott now, and everything is fine. I don't know if it's much faster, because if you go 418, there's not much space to go faster. But I think the bike is stiffer, is more aerodynamic, especially on the downhills.
Right.
And together with the zip wheels, I use 808 in the front, in the rear, and 404 in the front. I think it's a weapon. And some riders from Sonia Duval, from the Tour de France team. There is no Sonia Duval anymore, because full of BPO. So they raced the bike, and they liked it, and now Scott is with Team Columbia for next season, and they have agreement to push to put 250,000, I think, US into the team, just for aero testing and wind tunnel. So it's good for me, it's good for triathlon, and I go into wind tunnel with Team Columbia, so it's great working with them.
Now, before Ironman Frankfurt, you were getting ready to do that race, and everybody was looking forward to another confrontation. You and Ferris and McCormack in Germany, and you ended up not racing. You were sick, but there was something else that happened. And I think very few people know about that. That you and your girlfriend were expecting a child, and a baby was born, and an hour later the baby passed away. And this was 6 months, born at 6 months. I mean, that must have been very, very difficult for you to deal with. And obviously with a race just a few weeks away, how long has it taken you to recover, or to at least put it a little bit in the back of your mind while you try to do what you do for a living?
Maybe next year.
Yeah. It'll be a while.
So it's still working, and we lost our second baby last year. Same time we lost our first one 4 weeks before the Ironman, and 4 weeks before the Ironman Frankfurt we lost our second one. And I don't know why. There's maybe a reason, but I'm still figuring out why. And yeah, so after that happened, everything was, I didn't care about triathlon.
Sure.
I did my rides and did my runs, but I knew I got sick. I will get sick. I was feeling bad, and everything was working, and I was there for my girl, and that was more important. And my family was supporting us, and
sure.
Yeah. So we have a little place we go every day in Germany. What's the cemetery?
Yes.
So and everything is okay right now. It's I'm focused to do the Ironman, and I do it for my little girl, and I hope I will cross the finish line first.
That is great. When you're here in San Diego, when you come for the summer, what's like a typical day for you, or a typical training week? I mean, I assume you're doing big blocks of training when you come to San Diego.
There's no big secret. We do a lot of mileage, so we swim around. My team guy is laughing.
He's saying Norman doesn't swim at all, but
no, wait. He is the guy who was one of the first guys out of the water, Matthias Hecht.
Yeah.
So he's one of the fastest guys in the water. And usually I swim at the Masters, at boys and girls, and he said, that's not good, all those breast and back and butterfly, we don't need that shit. So I did lap swimming every day. So for the last 5 weeks, no Masters training, no breast and back and recovery. So he learned how to swim with band, band only, not using the legs, and only freestyle, and it's working. I'm very good in the water. I wasn't ever that strong in the water. So yeah, I swam around, I think, 15 to 20 kilometers in the pool.
Wow.
550 to 600 on the bike, so it's 400 miles. 400 miles. And I can't talk about running.
Oh, it's a secret.
It's a secret.
Okay. There's nobody here.
But it's good.
So you're feeling good. If you had to run a straight marathon right now, would you go faster than 2:32?
For sure.
We like that. That is good. That is good. And of course, you're doing your swimming in the ocean.
In training.
You do what? Pardon?
In training.
In training. Oh, there we go. You're swimming in the ocean too, right? You're doing a little ocean work because you got to get ready for Kona.
That's always funny. I've never been in the ocean here. So in 10 years, once. In La Jolla Cove, they invited me to swim La Jolla. Should be so nice there, and I was swimming, and 10 meters after my start, I saw a seal crossing. And Germans know seals are food for sharks. So I turned around, and I was sitting on the beach or on the rocks and waiting for the guys. So
you became a seal and just laid on the rocks.
I like swimming. I like swimming in Hawaii. It's clear water, and you see turtles and everything. If you swim in La Jolla Cove, it's dark. You see nothing, and seaweed, and that's. No. I like my pool up and down, and you can count your time.
It's pretty consistent. You know what you're doing.
Yeah.